And here we go. Welcome to my world. Jim Cornette. This is the email some of us have been looking forward to. Jim Cornette here. If you've been listening to the podcast, you know that this has been coming up because Jim's been talking about it, but he's retired from live appearances and he's pretty much only wears jogging pants now. And so some of his rackets, eyeglasses, shirts, jackets, and even his WWE Hall of Fame shoes are going up for sale. They're one-of-a-kind items only on his website, only Saturday at April the 4th at noon. So I thought we'd take a look over and just see what it is Jim Cornette has posted. He gave us a chance to look it over on his website, and here it is. Now, I've already taken a quick peek here, but I thought we'd go over this on video. If you're a fan of Jim Cornette, you've been hearing about this. Oh, I'm the kind of guy who listens to the drive-thru and the experience. You can judge me if you want, but Jim Cornette is one of the greatest minds of the business. I've been watching him since Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and I've followed his career since. And the only podcast that I listen to loyally, I don't have to agree with everything he says, but what I agree with is that this is all really cool merchandise. I've cleaned out my closet of whacking rackets. These are the last used rackets I'll be offering for sale since I don't hit anybody over the head with them anymore. Pertinent details are listed with each racket. Check this out. Purple, I don't know what these brand names are. Let's look at this one, though, because it says NWA. And Corny's written personal notes on here. Check this out. Made for me by a fan in Georgia and given to me at the first TV taping of the NWA Power in 2019. Okay. It's in great shape since that's the only taping I made for them. It's a great piece of history to remind us of all what might have been. And he is offering to sign and autograph all this stuff. I already clicked on one of the ties, and I love the personality that Corny emits. There's just slip covers, and so it looks like about $150 to $250 for a racket. To me, totally reasonable. I mean, all of this is reasonable depending on how much you love Jim Cornette. The cover slips are cool. Here's his eyeglasses, which I think are super cool. There's two pair here, $600 each. Good for him. I think he's going to sell both of those. And this tie and trading card set here, and this is, I read this because Jim puts so much effort into these. He wants the fans that buy this stuff to be happy. He's putting the TNA trading card in here, plus the actual tie he's wearing in the trading card photo. Really cool to see those side by side. And he says he can sign the card. Each set's accompanied by a handwritten letter from me certifying the combos. And oh, maybe it was on a different one that he said he could write on the tie, but it was going to look like shit, basically. And here's the shirts. You know, I'm a little less interested in these unless I could television match them, but I think he mentioned on the pod, like, you know, these are like what he wore in the time frame. Some of them are probably not necessarily. I wore each of these shirts at the various WWF and Smoky Mountain TV tapings and house shows events in the 90s. Some may have minor stains or missing buttons. They were worn under hot lights or bumped in the dirty rings, but all over fine shape and have been cleaned. Well, some people may not want that, old Jim. Maybe should have left that grime on there. Notes on autographs. I can sign the collar of each shirt in either black or silver Sharpie, which will show it best if requested. I can't do personalizations, as cloth is not a writing surface, and it'll look like shit. Well said, as only the Emperor himself could say. A couple purple shirts. I like this. I have a shirt like this. Makes me think me and Corny have the same sense of style, maybe. I have some striped shirts just like this. Smoky Mountain era shirt, $200. You can't get a new one in some places for $200, much less one that Jim Cornette wore. Yeah, so these are all basically the same description of the shirts because he can't exactly TV match them. I don't know if he doesn't want to, or maybe it was just he has too many shirts and some of them were TV, some of them weren't. And then here's the other era we don't talk about a lot, but TNA, OVW, ROH, the Jim Cornette era of television producer, director, matchmaker, on-screen authority character. He's got his t-shirts for sale. Here we go, the ring-worn pants. Let's see what it says about the OVW pants. 2000 to 2015. May have a few small stains. He buys his clothes about as often as I do. I don't think I would need a pair of pants. I mean, but there are collectors out there who would put this outfit together, pose it on a mannequin with a racket. Bunch of black pairs of pants here. Here come the jackets. Worn suits. I like this. The Midnight Express Reunion Legends events. I bet he wore one of these at ASW at All-Star Wrestling in Madison, West Virginia. We inducted him into the Hall of Fame along with the Midnight Express. We had all three members, and looking back on it now, especially Bobby and Condrey are both gone now, and it's crazy to say that we got to work with them. More jackets here, and so you guys are going to have to act fast. This all goes on sale Saturday, April the 4th at 12 noon. Here's a few more neckties, and I'm sure they're going to go fast. Some people might think this is absurd. I'm guessing that everything on here is going to go fast. This is a cool tie, I think. I would wear this. If I bought one of these, I would wear it. I would totally wear it. I would parade around. Hey, you know whose tie this is? Cloth is not a writing surface. I love it. Holy cow. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. That's it for Cornette's Collectible. Here's the Bobby Eaton fan-made tie and also the black tuxedo shoes that he wore at the Hall of Fame, I guess when he inducted the Rock and Roll Express. So get your hands on some Corny merchandise. And thanks for stopping by the channel. I've got some cool WrestleMania stuff still coming here on the channel. If this is your first time, my name's Adam. I'm a ring announcer, a wrestling fan, and a collector here in the Mountain State. If you like what you see, I hope to see you next time. Come see us at the matches.